Hello everyone, it's time to talk about the second part of the Genshin Impact Moon web event and analyze what lore and theories we can extract from it. This is Princess Farron, and if you want to do some scrying of the skies, join me. We'll go through the several factions presented in a web event, and then we'll talk about the importance of number 11, all the while trying to connect the dots to what will happen in Not Cry. Let's start off. First of all, the Fatui. With the harbingers called back to the region with the Pale Star Edict, the people wonder what their purpose could be. Or for whom are they there? I wonder if they're in Nordcry to welcome the Pale Star, that is, the new moon, that, even if not exactly a star, it's still a celestial body that shines by reflecting the sun's light. Are they there because both the sun and the moon are on their way there? Wink, wink. Number two, the Frost Moon Science. They're the descendants of the legendary Golden Realm, who chose to abandon their civilization and to dwell in the mountains and forests. However, they never abandoned their faith in the moon goddess. The arrival of the Fatui might perturb their peace, though, so they're opposing factions. We have also the Knights of Favonius. A group of knights, including Grandmaster Varka, travel from Snezhnaya to Nakroi in pursuit of a crucial mission. Of course, through Jean's birthday letter, we already knew Varka was in Notcry. The treasure hoarders, who were originally formed in Notcry, actually, and they are supposedly searching for a treasure left behind by Reed Miller, the legendary thief who created a world without borders. Then we have here another interesting faction, the Voynich Guild. I wonder if it could be somehow related to the 15th century codex, the Voynich manuscript. Written in Central Europe at the end of the 15th or during the 16th century, it is described as a magical or scientific text, and nearly every page contains botanical, figurative, and scientific drawings of a provincial but lively character. They're drawn in ink with vibrant washes in various shades of green, brown, yellow, blue, and red. Yet, it has yet to be decoded. So perhaps this guild can be responsible for deciphering some of the murals that appear throughout Teyvat. Anyway, in the event, they're described as a commerce guild created to maintain order, being a certain boss lady of the Curatorium of Secrets, secrets? The one responsible for inciting fear in the hearts of the outlaws. Very suspicious. It seems like what they're doing, it's not really of the forum of a commerce guild. So let's see what it entails. Then we have the Exen Circle. As Northrise has always been the stage of conflicts and drama, the Exen Circle can miss the opportunity. I wonder if we'll actually meet some members of the Exen Circle. I mean, they're there. Don't tell me they're simply just going to be mentioned. Is it going to be Alice? Is she somehow related to the Snowland Fae because of the years? That would be interesting. We have then the Wild Hunt. I'll be honest, this one just reminded me of The Witcher. The Wild Hunt, they're the armies of the Abyss and are apparently searching for something in secret. Is it also the treasure that the treasure hoarders are looking for? Or is it something else? Or maybe perhaps they think they're looking for different objects or knowledge, and in fact, it will turn out to be the exact same thing. We have the Adventurers Guild. We're told an important figure from the guild's headquarters is preparing to welcome the traveler and Paimon as a sign of respect. So maybe we will finally meet Sandrone or the original Catherine. That is actually not a puppet, but a real person. Could that be it? I'd be happy with either of those, but yeah, meeting Sandron would be definitely an interesting option. We have the Snowland Fae that I mentioned just a few seconds ago. The Fae who followed the first Cryo Archon, the Belly Thar, ruling the Northlands in their entirety. Though they no longer possess the power they once had, they still influence the nation in their particular ways. They sound like a mysterious bunch. I gotta say that. So I'm very curious to know how they are going to be portrayed, and if we have actually already met some of them. I wonder. As I said, could Alice be one of them? I don't know. We have here then the Clink-Clank craft shop, like the Norwegian pastry. I guess that means that Northrise inspiration will definitely be Norway and Scandinavia. Anyway, the Clink-Clank craft shop began as a small workshop, but over time and with the creation of many intricate inventions, it gained fame as a renowned machine workshop. Its creator apparently has a bit of a temper. And one funny detail that I would like to mention is that its symbol looks a bit like a heart. So maybe they'll eventually repair a machine back to life, so to speak. And by this, I mean maybe they'll recuperate a puppet like Catherine or someone else. As we're supposed to meet someone important from the Adventurers Guild, maybe it will be one of the Adventurers Guild's master creations, maybe. Or the inventor actually may turn out to be a playable character with healing abilities. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but having a heart there, I bet something interesting will come out of that. At last but not least, we have the Lightkeepers. The Lightkeepers are an ancient organization that has long defended Northcri's freedom and peace against ceaseless incursions and wild hunt attacks launched by the Abyss. They are now weakened and fear the new generation might not be able to fulfill their mission. So I wonder who will help them, right? The Traveler, of course. Now that we've gone through the 11 major players in the North Tribe, let's discuss the symbology of number 11 and how it may be relevant to the new region of Genshin Impact. In Western numerology, 11 represents a master number, which means it carries a high vibrational frequency and deep meaning. It's usually a sign that you're on the brink of a significant transformation or awakening. And that's what it seems to be on the verge of happening in Not Cry, with the confluence of very different 11 factions. One of them comprised of precisely 11 harbingers. Still speaking about the awakening, could this awakening actually be the awakening of the new moon? Or maybe it has already awakened and will soon be made known to everyone as the welcome moon. In numerology, the number 11 is celebrated for its profound vibrational energy. It embodies spiritual awareness, awakening, once again, and a connection to higher realms. Master numbers in numerology, such as 11, 22, and 33, signify a potential for greater challenges and rewards. They are associated with heightened responsibilities and deep spiritual awareness, indicating significant life path. For example, individuals with the life path number 11 are seen as visionaries. They are driven by a need to inspire others and offer experience heightened intuition and spiritual insights throughout their lives. The number 11 serves also as a reminder that you have the power to manifest your desires and create the life you envision, but it requires alignment with your higher self. Could this relate to what the Fatui, or better said, some of them, are investigating and constructing in Nordcry, particularly El Dottori, that is supposed to be there in a very special mission in doing experiments? Just a thought. In various spiritual traditions, the number 11 symbolizes duality, balance, and the alignment of physical and spiritual energies. It is often viewed as a call to pay attention to one's spiritual path and serve a higher purpose. So maybe some of these factions will have an important event that would actually make them consider if they're actually following the right path, and maybe some of them will actually change. However, number 11 can also refer to having two completely opposite tendencies inside oneself, sort of like a pendulum that oscillates between two extremes. So I believe this may actually happen in Outcry in a way, because most likely some of the opposing factions that are gathering will be forced to join forces. If not all of them, at least some. On a totally different note, number 11 is also viewed as the revelation of unconditional love and a symbol of twin flames. Twin flames can be seen as gateways to success that, when they are in union with their twin, it could mean that they're about to find out something concrete about what happened with the Moon Sisters and their lover in the sky, as well as the union of the ancestor Silly and the Traveler, events that, as we know, brought chaos to Tavat. So maybe there will be a more explicit relation and revelation of what really happened between the Moon Sisters and their lover in the sky, and also the Silly and the Traveler, which pretty much were events that happened simultaneously. In mathematics, 11 is a prime number, is the fifth prime number, and the smallest two-digit prime number. Being a prime number means that the number has only two positive divisors, 1 and itself. Its primality contributes to its significance, and prime number theory and its role in various mathematical principles, including cryptography. Besides that, it is also a palindromic number, as it reads the same forwards and backwards. It is also important in binary representation. In binary, 11 is represented as 1011, which is significant in computer science. And taking into consideration the last conversation of the sage with the little buddy, our Saurian companion, uh, and I'm talking about the main quest in Natlan, computing may actually have a bigger relevance in all that is happening in Tevat, more than it is apparent. Another use of number 11 that might also have some importance here is in chemistry. 11 is the atomic number of sodium, which is essential for biological function and also a key element in salt. And salt is both important for life and in spirituality. In life, it aids the balance of electrolytes and fluids, it carries nutrients into cells, supports the transfer of nerve impulses, regulates blood pressure, and so on. And spiritually, it represents energy, balance, cleansing, purity, and protection. Salt is generally known for its purifying and transforming qualities. Once again, we have another significance in terms of transformation. And that's been a constant so far in the symbology of number 11. We have to talk about the Kabbalah. A primary principle in Kabbalah is that all holiness that God created has an unholy parallel. The unholy 11 are the 11 crowns or forces of impurity. This can be rectified by the 11 ingredients of the incense, which was offered daily in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. There are also 11 crowns mentioned in the scriptures, the Holy Scripture. The 5 crowns are also known as the 5 heavenly crowns. I don't know if that reminds you of the domains that we see in Genshin Impact as well. Anyway, the crowns are the crown of life, the incorruptible crown, crown of righteousness, crown of glory, crown of honor, crown of kings, the priest's crown, the crown of pride, the crown of thorns, the soul winner's crown, and the morning star crown. Which makes me think of the seven archons and the four shades in Tevat. The seven archons who preside over the seven regions of Tevat, and the four shades as the four gods who serve as emissaries under the heavenly principles. So we would have like a total of, let's say, 11 gods, and therefore 11 crowns. Also, in Freemasonry, 11 is a mystical number and is the final series, or it's symbolic of a final series of steps in the winding stairs of the Fellowcraft, which alludes to the staircase in King Solomon's temple. The 11 in Freemasonry also refers to the 11 apostles after the defection of Judas and the 11 sons of Jacob after Joseph went into Egypt. In astronomy, a curious fact is that there are 11 known moons of the planet Neptune. As you can see, once again, we have a connection to the moons. In a sister area in astrology, the 11th degree is connected to the sign of Aquarius, which is associated with Uranus, the planet of freedom, originality, risk, and radical change. It is said that the natives with this degree in their astral charts aren't afraid to break the mold, leave a powerful impression, and make changes that will inspire others. This placement produces visionaries, dreamers, revolutionaries, and the ones that will be venerated. Could this allude to the moon goddess? And after all, prior to this revelation through the Webmoon event, who could have anticipated such a confluence of forces? I believe something unexpected is bound to come out of it. Something that will definitely inspire others and break the mold. So, to sum it up, the way number 11 seems to be emphasized in the second part of the Moonweb event anticipates that the confluence of the different factions with various methodologies and opposing goals will bring about unforeseen results, and possibly even unexpected alliances between them. This convergence could set the stage for really dramatic shifts in power dynamics, as former rivals may find common ground in the face of a greater challenge. A challenge which we still have to uncover. I can't wait to find out for sure what lore will be revealed in Nordcry. I just hope it won't consist of a lot of teasing and little to no concrete revelations. After all, we are in a part of the story that demands concrete information. Winter is apparently coming, and I, for once, really welcome its pale glow. So, if you have any ideas about what each of the 11 factions may bring to the table in the upcoming patches, let me know. Maybe we'll be able to anticipate some story beats together. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. This is Princess Farron signing out. Take care and good gaming. Bye bye.